Right there, Latin 2. Here is the last lesson on participles that you'll need for pretty much the whole year until we start using them in really cool ways grammatically. So what I want to do is point out to you that you should make a participle tree. And it should look like this. And you should always make it the same way, always. Perfect on top, present in the middle, and future on the bottom. And the reason for this is because it's chronological. Okay, it took me some years to unlearn the way I'd learned it. Active on this side, passive on this side. Then you cross out where it doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a perfect active participle of this verb. There are perfect active participles that exist for certain verbs, though. But anyway, there's no such one for amo, amare. There's also no present passive participle. Okay, and that's always going to be true. There's also no future passive participle, which I'm lying to you right now, but that's okay. So all that you're left with is a space for the perfect passive, the present active, and the future active. So, amo, amare, amawi, amatum. Well, it gives you the fourth principal part. So, amatu sa'um. If it gives you the fourth principal part, you can actually fill this one in because you just add in the ur, right? So, amaturu sa'um. And then I showed you in the last video how to make the present infinitive, or not present infinitive, the present participle, okay, present active participle. And that is, take the imperfect, knock off the bomb, add on the n's, ntis. So, having been loved, perfect passive. It happened, it was in the past, and it happened to them. Having been loved. Loving, it's present and it's active. Loving. About to love. Future active. About to. Hasn't happened yet. Will happen in the future, and he will be doing it. About to love. Okay? This is what's called a participle tree. So if I talk to you about participle trees, this is what I mean. It's in chapter 33's videos. Now, let's look at some sentences to put it all together. First one. Servi processuri soleas ferebant. The slaves about to go forward were carrying sandals. So processuri, about to go forward. Future active participle, modifying slaves. Masculine, plural, nominative. Servi processuri soleas depositas ferebant. The slaves about to go forward were carrying sandals having been put down. It needs to sound that bad. Okay, so processuri, nominative, plural, masculine, just like servi. It's future active, so about to do it. Depositas, accusative, plural, feminine, because it's modifying the soleas, right? So, and it's an adjective describing that. And right now, since it's a participial adjective, we need to do it in the worst possible way. So the slaves about to go forward were carrying the sandals having been put down. The next one. Servi processuri soleas depositas a lupis currentibus petiti sunt. The slaves about to go forward, carrying, there should be a verb in there, ferebant. Were carrying the sandals having been put down. They were sought by wolves running. By running wolves. Okay, so the slaves about to go forward were carrying sandals, having been put down, were sought or were attacked by running wolves. So, processuri, again, future active participle, you can tell by its formation. It is nominative, plural, masculine, because it's modifying a nominative, plural, masculine. Depositas soleas, so it's accusative, feminine, plural, because it's modifying soleas. This is a perfect passive participle. Currentibus is plural, accusative. It could be a masculine or feminine because we can't quite tell. Ablative, because it's modifying lupis, right? And this is ablative of agent. All right, so this is a present active participle. And then petiti is referring back to which group? It's got to be the servi because it matches number, case, and gender. And it's tied to this verb here, but I just wanted to highlight that you are seeing actually the use of a perfect passive participle with a verb. were sought, okay, or were attacked. And that's how it works. I'm hoping that all these examples find a home in your brain and that they really help. What I want you to do is go back through 33B, make sure you've done it all well. That's only perfect passive participle. It's all you need to worry about, but I wanted you to have these other ones in there, okay? All right, I'm gonna hit the button.